the fact that he wasn't able to get that scouting done with the Banshees is a huge detriment for him. He's going for double upgrades here, but all of this is adding up to Taeja just not having a very strong army. So he's going to have to make sure that he has enough bunkers, has his SCVs repairing those, but it is going to be so difficult for Taeja to stop this.
Third barracks being added on now, and it looks like he has finally stopped the tank production, at least for a while. He has those 2 up for defense now. But as we can see, Seed already making his way out on the map. Second Colossus is done, range finished up, and he's starting to warp into the front already. So this attack is going to come in a hurry. First bunker does finish up for Taeja, but he is certainly going to need a little bit more.
It's going to be so tense. He's going to need to use that Raven for point defense drone a little bit, but he has to use it at exactly the perfect time here. The Colossus with thermal range can outrange the bunkers too. They can fire on those without being hit themselves as well. There's a second Colossus joining now, and Taeja may be in a bit of trouble here. He knows now. He sees it. Pulling some. Oh, he's not pulling any SCVs yet. Will he be able to defend? He does have the siege tanks. SCVs coming off the line now, but the bunker's getting very low.
Oh, but he's repairing it up. So he keeps it there for a while, but now the force fields are starting to jump in. But the bunker has held for a while, and a second one jumps up as well. Both the siege tanks are down, but Taeja's holding back for now.
He holds for now. He did lose both of his siege tanks, though, so it is not over yet. And look at that Seed just coming through the back door, going through those destructible rocks. Taeja scrambling to get his siege tanks into position here. He does have 2 Vikings, but will it be enough? Getting a nice hit on those Colossi there. Needs to be so careful, needs to save every unit he can.
All right, so Seed's now making his way around the side. He's rallying a few units up to the front. Both these Colossi are pretty low, though. If Seed holds back for a while, of course, it's going to give more time for Taeja to get units in position, but he will be able to recover the shields he needs. So looks like he's going to make his way up the front one more time. Another tank setting up as well, so Taeja's defenses are growing for the moment.
Yeah, he's thinking about going for it. He's thinking. He still is not committed quite yet. He's putting up a Twilight Council and a Forge at home, so he could just kind of stop the aggression right here and take a third, but moving those Stalkers up, he does manage to grab one of those units. But yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to try to push this any farther, just playing it safe here, and that was a good decision. Taeja holds.
So Taeja holds for now. Getting very, very low in shields.
Yeah, he manages to take him out. He's
GG! And Liquid has tied things up 1-1.
Whoa, Taeja now.
The Colossi do take a couple of volleys, though, so a little bit of damage done there, and it looks like Taeja does have enough forces finally to repel this inside of the main, but not everything is up at the front. He himself is max, though. Yonghua did delay long enough for Taeja to have a decent army himself.
Yep, that's right. It's about even as far as the army goes, but you know, Youngwa's got some Archons. He's got those Colossi. Taeja being lift yet again. The big problem here is that look at the bank for Younghwa and then look at the bank for Taeja. He has just not been able to mine as efficiently.
And as well, Younghwa's just been buffering the amount of gateways that he has, so he knows that immediately he can just turn around and reproduce his entire army. He just wants to keep denying economy, so he knows Taeja can't do the same thing.
You know, and this is very like classic Younghwa here. He's always been one of the best Protoss players out there to prepare for remaxing after a big fight. He does it better than nearly anybody. He always has enough gateways. And he's got his fourth base up and running too. So Taeja's got to make something happen like now.
He does only have 2 ghosts in this army. Very nice job getting off a couple of volleys there. Finally, the Stalkers flank in behind. Picks off one of the Colossi, trying to get another one. He's almost gets it.
Oh, he does. That helps. Here he comes. Younghwa now on the defensive. Taeja coming into this fourth base. Does he have enough? He doesn't have any ghosts for EMPs.
Okay, but also I don't see any storms available as well, so Taeja's going to be able to stand under this for a while. He's done a lot of damage. He's up by 50 supply now.
They're down. The Colossi are down. There's a storm.
But it misses everything, and Taeja's going to be able to run in from behind as well, landing the Vikings right now. This Nexus is going to fall.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. The storms just were not there for Younghwa. He loses his fourth base. Taeja with a pretty big supply advantage right now. That fight was huge, but don't forget that huge bank is coming into play now. We've got a ton of Archons. Team Liquid Chef looking very happy there for the moment. And will Taeja be able to press this advantage? Here we go.
Landing his Vikings once again. There's a few Archons there that's, you know, the Vikings are going to be looking good for buffering some damage as well. But now he's just down to 2 bases. That's it. And look at this. He tried to drop at the same time, but Taeja's able to pick off that Warp Prism too.
I can't believe this. Younghwa had such a strong army, but the positioning, remember, it's all about the positioning in late game PvP. Taeja's was great, and this army is not going to win. for Younghwa. He needs to run immediately.
Unbelievable. And Taeja once again
There's
showing why he is such a strong player.
No.
A few zealots around the side as well. The AoE from the Archon's proving to be pretty effective.
Yeah.
Now we do have a Colossus making its way up as well. Taeja reinforcing with a couple of units though, and are those going to be enough?
Younghwa with a fantastic flank, managing to push Taeja back a little bit, but you know, he needs to do damage in return. Look at this, the Vikings taking out the robotics facility. One Colossus pops out, wishing it had never been born probably, but Younghwa is still trying his hardest at the moment.
And Taeja making his way back to some ghosts that launch some EMPs and really limit what the Protoss units can do there.
You know, Taeja's supply has dropped quite a bit here as well. Trying to get that last Colossus. Will he be able to do it?
Oh, look at that!
Wow!
Whoa! GG!
Oh!
Wow!
Taeja!
Are you kidding me? That's so good!
You know, Marauders always say, don't leave me hanging, and Taeja does not leave his Marauders hanging. That was incredible. Wow.
Younghwa had such an advantage there. He was going to 4 bases. He was denying the economy
with it. Well, there's a couple of spine crawlers up, but nice transfusion there, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. At the same time, Taeja actually making his way up to the top right, and taking off the base here as well.
Taeja doing a great job. There's the scan to pick off those drones. And Lucira, you know, again, he needs to do damage with this late-game army.
So Taeja actually able to pick up a significant number of Zerglings there as well, continuing to do damage, actually working at the hive for now. Finally, some Zerglings being sent in. Lucira does have that critical portion of the middle of the map, but look at that Viking count now.
Oh, the Banelings are getting away from the army. Is that, oh no, all the Banelings just wasted on the Thors. Does Lucira have enough? The Vikings getting fungal, but not a lot of anti-air there. And Taeja pushing ahead. I can't believe it. There's the mule!
Lands the mules down, picks off the rest of the Broodlords there. He's doing so much damage. He's killed the base in the top right-hand corner as well. He's done so much damage over at the main. Lucira's kind of on his last legs here.
Yeah, Lucira not looking too happy in that picture. Taeja able to siege up that middle ground base from the high ground. Lucira didn't have enough anti-air to deal with that. Completely wasted his Banelings, and now he is in dire straits. The game's not over yet, but Taeja got himself a big advantage right there.
So Lucira's bank of resources is going down very rapidly. Taeja, though, putting up 2 more armories. We may see some sort of a starport or a heavier mech play here in just a second as he leaves those upgrades.
But, you know, he's in a position where he can kind of do whatever he wants tech-wise. I mean, he's got a great spot. He's pushed his opponent back. He's reduced the economy. He's continuing to kill creep. All he needs to do is play a little bit safe. He's going to lose a couple mules here. But he's got so many orbitals, it's insane. He's got so much energy to call them mules. Yeah, there's another couple right there. He's like, oh, he killed some orbitals? Oh, no problem. Replace those 2 and 3, yeah.
So even Planetary Fortress is up as well, just kind of rub salt in the wound to make sure that those bases aren't going to die.
Oh, Lucira.
Trying to make his way out, but already loses a lot of Zerglings just with that little push. Going to try and lead forward with the Broodlords once again, but there are 9 Vikings, 2 Thors, 59 Marines on the field.
You know, Lucira is not going to be able to max out unless he takes more bases, and I don't know if he can at this point. Taeja has such an what looks like an unbeatable army. Here we go, Lucira trying his best, but Taeja has such a huge force coming in. Does he have enough? Though more mules landing. Taeja saying, get out of the game. And will Lucira do it? That's got to be about it.
Taeja just won his 3rd game in a row.
Whoa.
He's now 19-2 in Team Arena Challenge 3. And he's put Liquid just 2 games away.
Oh, he can just one-shot him. He's picking him off so quickly. 2 Broodlords go down. The Corruptors are trying to swing into position. There may just be enough here for Taeja to push that back, though.
He could bungle that and do a ton of damage, but he needs to be careful with the Infestors. Oh, he loses 1 with a bungle.
Oh, he gets it.
He gets it. Does he have enough? Does he have enough to bungle them? All those Vikings getting taken out. Is he going to be able to finish it?
But there are the mules. Look at that from Taeja, dropping so many deaths. Then GG. Nesty's gone down. Taeja puts Liquid just 1 game away from sending this to another best of 9.
Absolutely insane. Taeja, you just cannot let Taeja survive past the 15-minute mark. Because
the 6 SCVs killed already. And look at this. I mean, normally you would see something like this and you'd be like, wow, Taeja's really not taking very good care of his units. But in this situation, he's just continuing. to use up Yoda's resources. Look at the bank right now. Taeja doing a lot better in that regard.
All right, so he'll be able to push out a lot of Hellions here in a second if he wants to. Going to roll forward once again. Really need to get some further gas mining done. And the workers killed is just staggering. He's going to be over 70 here in a second. 75 as a matter of fact. His opponent down to just 27 SCVs.
Yeah, this reminds me of like a TVT from a year ago where you would see like upwards of 100 SCVs killed in like every TVT because everyone always got blue flame and dropped it in their opponent's face. But Taeja, you know, behind all this, he's still got that strong economy. He's got that strong army building up. Taeja, or Yoda rather, is starting to catch up a little bit in upgrades. He's had the advantage for so long.
Yeah, but that is a whole lot of death and destruction rained down by just 3 siege tanks. They take out a lot of Hellions. They're even going to be able to take out a couple of tanks here before they all end up going down.
Yeah, that was great target firing by Taeja as well, making those count. Here come more Hellions. Sneaking past the army. Not a lot of defense here.
No defense at all.
Yoda's going to lose even more of his workers. 86.
GG! Taeja's done it! He has all killed! Incredible miracle! We're going to a second best of 9!
Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Liquid Taeja just continuing to be absolutely unstoppable in Team Arena Challenge 3.
The man is 21-2 in Team Arena Challenge. He is unstoppable.